Thanks for joining us here at Functional Bliss, where Audra and Jessica will guide you through exercises and wellness techniques to help you live your best life every day. It's in the name after all, Functional Bliss. Before you do anything else, click like and subscribe and ring the bell so you'll know whenever we put up a new video. To join our Blissful Gang for live Zoom classes where you can get more direct suggestions and encouragement, go to our website and sign up. Check the class description below for any equipment needs, grab your gear, and let's get started.
Yay! Welcome to our Tuesday weights. I'm so glad to be back with you guys. We are going to start with our usual warm-up, swinging our arms side to side, letting them tap against our hips. If everything's feeling good, maybe let them tap a little up the ribs and back down. Maybe adding in, turning the heel, letting everything go a little further, reach a little more. Checking in, doing whatever feels right in your body. 2 more here. And then bringing it into center and going into our big side bend. And then bringing it back into center, moving into our forward reaches. Beautiful. Coming back into center, coming into some nice big hip circles. And go the other way. And then bring the feet in and bop the knees forward and back. Maybe a little knee circle in one direction if that feels good for you. Or stick with just the forward and back. Up to you. If you are doing those circles, go the other way. And then coming into standing, pedal out the feet, start waking up the ankles, and then add some wrist rotations in. And then finishing it off with wiggling the fingers and toes and giving anything else that needs it a little shimmy shake. Loosening up. All right, we are going to start with just a classic deadlift. So grab whatever weight is right for you for a deadlift. Most people like to go a little heavier with these, but you got to find what's right for you. 1 minute on the clock. We're going to hit hinge, so sticking the push back, keeping a nice flat back, and here we go. We're going to work on lowering slow and coming up a little faster. Soften in the knees. And we don't have to go all the way to the floor. Just as low as you can go with keeping that nice flat back. Halfway there already. Now I'm switching sides with my weights because I'm actually using one heavier weight and one lighter weight. I'm trying a new thing today, seeing how that impacts my stabilizer muscles. I find it's always fun to add a little play to my exercise. 5 seconds to go. And time. Beautiful. All right, from here, we're going to go down to just one weight. Picking the weight that's right for you, we're going to do a twist and knee raise. So, holding the weight right in the center, we're going to do twist, twist, knee raise. Come back through. Go to the other side. You can even add a little dip or some mini squats if you like. 1 minute. Here we go. So twist, 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 knee. Twist, 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 knee. odd number of twists will help you hit the alternate side each time, which is why we're doing 3. I'm doing it in that little flat. Those legs engaged, plus the knee raise gives us that good lower body action and core work. 5 seconds to go, almost there. And time. All right, from here, we are gonna need 2 weights. So we're gonna go into an alternating overhead press with a tricep extension. Now, this one you can do standing or seated. I'm gonna choose to do a seated version, just so you guys can see me better. You're starting with the weights racked on your shoulders. We're gonna go to the other side. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Good control, nice and slow. Tucking the belly in. Pushing down through your heels. Of course, breathing. We do that no matter what. We're halfway there already. Keeping it moving nice and slow, making the muscles work. And 5. Beautiful. All right, from here, we're gonna go back down to 1 weight. Actually, no, I take that back. We still need 2 for this one. We're gonna start out in fairly wide leg stance. But then, we're gonna do an even wider step to the center and curl. Step to the other side and curl. So we're doing a lateral step with a curl for 1 minute. Here we go. Step, back to center, and curl. Step, back to center, and curl. A little side lunge action. Keeping those dumbbells centered in makes it as much a chest exercise as an arm exercise, versus when you let them hang down to the outside, makes it almost entirely. Almost there. And time. All right, from here, we're gonna wanna get our heavier weights, if you have them. We're gonna do a farmer's carry up and down the mat. So a farmer's carry literally just means you're holding stuff in your hands and you're carrying it. You're gonna walk to the front of your mat, do a calf raise, because, you know, why not? And then walk backwards to the back of your mat, do another calf raise. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Now, if walking backwards is not your friend, feel free to turn around. Make it work for you. As always, choose your own adventure. But if you feel comfortable and safe walking backwards, it is a great thing to practice for those daily living skills that keep us safe from falling. Now, again, I'm using lopsided weights, so we're at the halfway point. I'm going to switch. But if you're not doing that, you just keep going as you are. Ten more seconds. And time. Beautiful. All right, now for our last exercise, we want to go down to either no weight or a light weight and see how it feels. We're going to do good morning. If you have a bad back, you want to do with no weight at all. But if you feel confident and strong and you want to try adding a little weight, start with whatever your lightest is. You're going to hold one on each side over each shoulder. Don't rest it on your neck. We want to protect our neck at all times. And then we're just leaning forward and down, just hinging just like we did for the deadlift, but this time keeping our eyes up and forward. 1 minute. Here we go. Now, if the lighter weight feels good to you and you're like, oh, actually, I think a weighted good morning sounds great, feel free to switch to a little heavier. You can also stay right where you are. Or if you're like, oh, I thought my back was really good, but actually today maybe it's a little not, put those weights down. You're halfway there already. And as you hinge, you want the weight to kind of roll back a little bit so that the weight is being supported by your shoulders, not by your hands. Almost there. 5 seconds to go. And time. Beautiful. All right. That is the end of our first set. Go ahead and grab some water. We still have 2 sets to go. All right, bringing it back in. Getting ready for our deadlift. Grabbing whatever weight is right for you for that. 1 minute on the clock. And here we go. Now, of course, you can do a deadlift in a chair. You're doing the same thing seated. You're just coming down slow. Although in a chair, you want to come up slow as well so you don't bang your knees or your hands with the weight. But you're still focused on keeping a nice flat back the whole time. Halfway there. Check in here. Are you keeping a nice flat back? Are you keeping a nice bend in your knees? And are you breathing? 10 more seconds. Time. All right, from here, we're going to do that twist with the knee raise. So, grabbing the weight that's right for you. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, and lift. 1, 2, 3, and lift. Beautiful. Halfway done. If you want a little extra lower body work, drop into that mini squat in the middle. If you're doing good with the twist and the knee raise, don't worry about that squat. Up to you. 10 seconds to go. And time. All right, from here, we're going to need 2 weights for our overhead press with our tricep extension. 1 minute on the clock. And away we go. Rack them up on your shoulder. One with the tricep extension, and then the other. Now, if you want a little extra work, while that other weight is hanging out above your shoulder, keep it hovering, don't let it touch down. But if you're like, no, I'm good without the extra work actually, rest it right on your shoulder. Let your arm take a little break. You're halfway there already. And remember, good control. Make the muscle do the work in both directions. And only use a weight you can handle without it, risking going sideways on you. That'd be no fun. And time. Beautiful. All right. Up next, we have the lateral step with the curl. So still 2 weights here. Feet a little apart, hands in the middle, and then I say lateral step. It's actually lateral lunge. I don't know why I wrote step, but you guys know what I mean. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Beautiful. Nice and steady. Sometimes we'll do a weighted lateral lunge where we'll put the weights on either side of the knee that's bending, which is a great exercise. But today we're keeping them centered, which throws our center of gravity off just a little bit, making a little bit more of the stabilizer muscles do a little extra work that they're not used to. Again, one of those things that's good to just change it up and play a little. And time. All right, from here, we're gonna go to the farmer's carry. So again, heavier weights might be in order for this one. And then 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Walking it up, throwing in that calf raise, and then walking it back or turning around. Either way. Halfway done. Ten seconds to go, almost there. And time. Beautiful. All right, set those heavier weights down, and then get whatever weights are right for you for the good morning, or no weights at all. I'm gonna go just a little bit heavier because I'm feeling very confident today. But again, meet your body where it is. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Nice hinge at the hip. Keeping the eyes towards the opposite wall. Only going as deep as you can with a flat back and no pain. If your weights are not positioned comfortably or they're resting on your neck, take a moment to adjust them. Make sure that you're protecting yourself. We still have 20 seconds to go. Almost there. And time. And that is the end of round number 2. All right, go ahead and grab some more water. Be back for our third round in just a moment. All right, bringing it in, getting ready for our deadlift. One minute on the clock. Here we go. Lowering it slow, coming up a little faster. How fast, you might ask? That depends on you. However fast feels right in your body. Halfway done. Check in here. Sink your weight back into your heels. Flatten your back. And keep breathing. 10 seconds to go. And time. All right. Up next, we have our twist and our knee raise. Making sure your space is clear, because you definitely don't want to step on a weight while you're doing this twist. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. 1, 3. Raise. Beautiful. You guys look fantastic. Halfway done with this one. Five seconds to go. And time. All right, up next we have our alternating overhead press with our tricep extension. One minute on the clock. Let's do it. And again, you can make the decision for this round. Are you pushing it extra hard, holding that weight hovering above your shoulder? Or on your last round, are you setting it down, letting it rest for a second in between presses? Up to you. You're over halfway there. Breathing. And time. Beautiful. All right, from here, coming into the lateral step lunge, the lateral lunge and the curl. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Halfway done here too. Almost there. 5 more seconds. And time. All right, up next we have our farmer's carry with our calf raise. Again, making sure the space is clear. 1 minute on the clock. Here we go. Looking good. We're at the halfway point. Almost there. And time. Beautiful. All right. Now for that last exercise, the good morning. Again, choosing your own adventure. 1 minute. Here we go. Beautiful. Nice flat back, nice hip hinge. Eyes looking towards the opposite wall, if you can. If it's more comfortable for you for your eyes to look down, you can do that too. It just changes the way your back works a little bit. It is giving you great exercise either way. 10 seconds to go here. And time. Beautiful. All right, set those weights down. Grab some water. All we have left is our final stretch. All right. Making sure the space is clear. No tripping over weight. And then coming back to the middle of your mat. Taking a nice deep breath. And then on the next one, arms come up overhead. And we fold forward, reaching down towards the floor. Maybe all the way to the floor, maybe not. Either way, just hang for a second. And then bend the knees, roll up a little at a time. Roll the shoulders forward 3 times. Beautiful. From here, arms come up again. Fold forward. Again, hang just for a moment. Stretch out the back a little. And then bend the knees, roll up, pulling the belly in. And this time, roll the shoulders back 3 times. One more, up and overhead. Reaching down towards the floor. Hanging here just for a moment. Letting the back stretch out a bit. And then pulling the belly in and rolling up. Take one arm, reach it across the body. Maybe turn your head from one side to the other, slowly and gently. Finding what feels good in your neck. What type of movement? Feel like maybe they could use a little more practice, a little more stretching. Maybe come back to those later. And then bring your head back to center and release the other side. And then maybe add in that same side to side. Again, just checking in. How far does your head like to turn? Can you see over your shoulder? There's no right or wrong. It's just good to be aware where you are. And then bring everything back to center and release. Bring your feet out a little wider. Take one arm and come up over the top for a nice big static side bend. Really opening through your side body. And then if it would feel good, maybe rotate, shining your heart up towards the ceiling. Bringing your gaze up. Taking just a moment here. And then nice big inhale. Bringing it up. And go to the other side. Feeling that space between your ribs, everything stretching out a little. And then maybe if it feels good, that little roll of the shoulder, shining the heart up. Maybe looking up. And then that big inhale. And rise up. And then one more time, both hands up overhead. Reaching down, bending your knees nice and big. Maybe even reaching all the way to the floor and adding in a little side-to-side rock. Opening up through the hips a little. Bending your knees as much as you need to be comfortable here. One more to each side. And then back to center. Big inhale, pulling the belly in, rolling it up. And that is it for today. Thank you guys so much for coming out. Yay.